Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the London Black Knights. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. Love. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Lindsay, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go, here we go. 15, run, 15, run. Watch the call, watch the call.
He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53, go!
Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
30 base.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. And some space here. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution, because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Yeah, well, A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That one good for 21 yards. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Now this time he'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go, defense.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 34. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. 2nd and 11. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, it's Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 22 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay as the first half is winding down. As they are now, thought it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on 1st down is Allen, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. They juked him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Allen now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to get this to Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. On 1st down, Allen. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen fighting Knox there, complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Let's put him on the bus.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the Broncos 23-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And it's caught. Touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to retake the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They'll go again with Lindsey. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Welcome back now here in London, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. We got 3. First down.
Throwing on first down. Eason flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Come on, set. 50,
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
There you go. 58's the money. 58's the money.
To throw again. Eason. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, wahoo!
On fourth down, Eason. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Robert Foster, 78 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Hauschka with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Another run by Lindsey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 6. Screen pass to Lindsey. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And able to find Dorsett. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 8. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Lindsay.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And there's a chance for them to end the game. An incompletion, it's probably over. But how big was that one, though, to keep this game going?
That's the conversion of the game right now, no doubt. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left. And a field goal would send us to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it down.
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
Just like that. Check. Crouch.
Hey, rock it. Go.
Now they try the right side here.
Go, run.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
60 Pittsburgh.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback.
And as one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Denver, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.